technology is not my strong point, but thank you for working with me.
Technology is the bane of our lives, and honestly, I am one of those people who has overcommitted, and I'm literally like, what am I supposed to be doing? Because we're trying new technologies, new everything for the lives for Pageant Land, and it's going wrong.
I'm like definitely showing my age as like a dinosaur, because I'm like Googling like how to do a pageant live, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what button. So thank you so much, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience to everyone.
Oh, honestly, not your fault at all. It's technology. We'll just blame everything on 2020 at the current moment on COVID. So, but
it's a bad year.
It's a bad year, bad technology. But thank you so much for agreeing to do the live. I know it's so last minute. I've been bombarding all the finalists and trying to be like, can you come on the live, please?
And thank you so much for like giving up your evening. It's actually really nice for all of us to like, even though we know some of the candidates and competitors, to get like a bit more information about them as well. So I think it's
Yeah, and I think it's nicer for us as well, because I'm guessing that you guys as finalists also know each other a bit during this year, but we don't know you guys the way that you've gotten to know each other because of, unfortunately, because of COVID. So haven't been able to see you guys at events. We haven't been able to actually talk to you guys face to face, and we haven't been able to see who's actually competing. So this is a nice way before the finals to actually get to know you guys and see what you guys have been up to in this crazy year that has been 2020, because the finals were moved from July and we didn't know when they were going to be until last week, and that this week you guys only have 7 more days until there's a new winner. So what has your year looked like in 2020 so far?
So my year has been a bit hectic. I graduated dental school.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then, so I was kind of like doing all my finals when the pandemic hit. And then I joined the dental profession, and it was a bit manic. Like, just, it was completely different to what anyone has seen. And yeah, that was a bit strange. And then with Miss Universe GB, it's been very like stop start, understandably. I think all of the girls were gathering momentum with all our fundraising, and then that stopped. So it's just trying to be like creative and finding different ways to fundraise, and also to also be like quite sensitive about everything that's going on. I think it's quite difficult to fundraise and ask people for money when at the end of the day it's been a very difficult year for everyone.
Yeah, which is so understandable. I think we have to give allowances. I'm trying to think of the word now. Give allowances on the fundraising aspect. Some people have been able to do it, which is fantastic. Some people haven't been able to do it, which I feel like people shouldn't be feeling bad for not being able to fundraise, because it has been a difficult year for everyone, and you don't know people's personal circumstances and what they can afford to give and what they can't. And you've been on the front lines with you being a dentist now. It's one of those where I'm sure it has been difficult, but how have you managed to keep positive and actually keep in mind that you are a Miss Universe Great Britain finalist, and there is a crown that you're going after in the midst of everything that 2020 has thrown your way?
I think the main thing that I really focused on is just like being kind to yourself. Like, I think this year there's a lot that's like out with our control, and like your normal pageant preparation really isn't really there. And I think it's like, it's actually quite a good opportunity to kind of look inwards and really kind of focus on growing as a person and building your inner confidence, which is something in the past that I've really like struggled with. And I think that like, because I haven't had the opportunity to go like to all the dress shopping and like do all those other things. I think that it really has forced all the candidates to kind of look inwards and see what their true values are and really work on like themselves as a person, which I think ultimately is the thing that helps you win the crown.
It does. It's been a benefit for all of us to be self-reflecting on who we are as people and what we stand for, because this year has thrown so much at all of us, and in terms of personally, professionally, whatever it's come to people as. But one of the things that we want to know is, with it being 7 days, what is your preparation looking like?
So my preparation, I work like 8 till 6. So I'm a full-time dentist, and I'm also studying for a master's in medical statistics. So that kind of takes up quite a lot of time. But obviously, like, because I am so passionate about it, I think I've tried to be kind to myself, and I am probably quite last minute. I think like a couple of days ago, I didn't actually have a dress. I'm going to be honest. I was like, oh no. And then one of my friends actually sent me one of her dresses. So I was very lucky that it fitted. And I think like it's good because I'm reusing and recycling. And I think that I'm just going to like focus on enjoying the moment. Like, I think there's very little that I can change in the next
7 days.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that I'm really just gonna enjoy the moment, like be with all the girls, even though it's slightly socially distanced. I think that it's like important to like soak up that atmosphere and really like feed off the other girls, because you really are like surrounded by such a great group of girls, and I think it's nice energy to bounce off them.
You're like hearing that you didn't have a dress until a few days ago is giving me palpitations. Yes. If you managed to catch the live with Sharon, I was just saying that Sharon is also way too relaxed, and I'm panicking on her behalf. And during this week, I will also be panicking on your behalf. As you prepare. And just to get this question out of the way, because I feel like if people have already seen the live with Sharon, they're going to be so anxious over this question, because I said that I'll be asking all the girls. It's, why should you win Miss Universe Great Britain? It's such a pageant question.
It is a very pageant question. I think I should win Miss Universe Great Britain, as I'm really passionate about helping people smile. I know that sounds quite stereotypical because I'm a dentist, but I really want to help people like smile on the inside by finding like outlets for stress, such as sport. And like, I think this time has been really difficult for everyone's mental health. And I think like just trying to encourage people to be kind to themselves and find outlets for their stress. And I also want to try and help people smile on the outside by being a dentist every day. But also I have developed an initiative called Saving Smiles, which gives people that information to deal with traumatized teeth. And I know it might sound quite silly, but there's like small things that you can do that can really make a big difference. And as a dentist, I know that like if someone does traumatize their teeth, then that can cause like a big psychological impact. And I feel like I've noticed that because people's smiles are like hidden at the moment with their masks, you don't see that person's like personality, and you value a smile when it has become lost in such a time like this. So
and I think it's given people a sense of what, as well, a small sense of what others go through that don't feel confident with their smiles and don't feel confident with sharing it. I know for a lot of years I had an issue with the gap in between my teeth, and honestly, it's taken a lot of years to be like confident with it. But I feel like that is on behalf of my dentist, to be fair. So I do believe it's a profession to be in, and your initiative sounds amazing, and it's something that I would love to know more about. And if you give me all the details, we can share it with all the other pageant girls to see if they would like to get involved, because I think that's the one thing as a pageant community we do, is help each other with our platforms, with our initiatives, and we get involved with that. So it will be amazing to give our viewers and the pageant community something to also get involved with during this hectic year that has been 2020, making small differences one person at a time. But that's an amazing answer, to be fair, as to why you deserve the crown. And I think all you girls deserve the crown, because I've been one of those nosy people, whether it's been on Facebook, Instagram, all over social media. I have been stalking each and every single one of you as if I was competing myself. But because programs have been cancelled, events have been cancelled, how have you managed to get to connect with the other finalists, if you've been able to do that? How have you kept yourself involved?
I think that the main way, like, we have a WhatsApp group, so we have like communicated, and I think it's really great, like, because there has been, throughout this competition, there has been a lot of like uncertainty, and it has been stop-start, and with initially, I think a lot of us thought it was going to be next year, and I think it was quite difficult because there was initially a larger group and it suddenly reduced, and ultimately you want everyone to compete, because I think everyone brings such
different dynamics.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it just enriches the competition. And the main way that we have communicated is through WhatsApp, and Paula has also been very good with like Zoom meetings. So it's nice to get to know the girls, but I definitely would have loved to meet them personally. And I even though it is socially distanced, I am really excited to just meet everyone on Saturday.
That would be amazing, because I feel like before 2020, I didn't even know what Zoom was, to be fair. So to be having all these Zoom meetings, it's been a benefit to actually keep connected with everyone and our loved ones and our friends. But as Sharon, and I'll ask you the same thing, is should we look at this as a potential new way of doing pageantry?
I think, I personally don't, like, I know we have to be flexible, and I think this is like, it's incredible how creative people have been during this time about being able to do pageants and to fundraise and to think of different ways, and I think that should all be rewarded, that like creativity. But I think that like the whole point of pageantry is empowering each other, and I think that like you can't quite get that same empowerment online, really.
Honestly, I feel the same way, but I don't want to put too much of my own personal opinion onto it. This is why I'm asking all you lovely ladies for your opinions on it. But I know you've competed in many systems before. You were a former Miss Intercontinental Scotland winner. Scotland, right? I'm in the wrong region.
You're in the right area,
the reason why I said that, I called a Welshman Scottish, and it did not go down very, very well. But yeah, you won Miss Intercontinental Scotland. That was in 2016, I believe. So you've competed in different systems, and I'm guessing that you know a variety of systems. But how can we as Pageant Land get everyone behind pageants, instead of keeping like the Galaxy girls together, the Miss Universe together, the Miss World contestants together as separate groups? But how do we then incorporate everyone under one blanket, which is what we're trying to do? But I would love to hear your ideas.
I think that's like a great like initiative, because I think that like obviously there is that kind of group mentality in other countries. When I went to Sri Lanka, like all the girls from other countries seem to do a lot more events together, and I think that that was really empowering for them. I think that, like, I would say just like doing events and doing things like that is like pushing boundaries and like making it more inclusive for everyone.
Yeah.
I think like every pageant, like obviously I'm internet obviously I'm competing in Miss Universe Great Britain, and I love this system because it's all about being confidently beautiful. But I think that every system is unique and is great at pushing boundaries professionally. And I think it's just ensuring that everyone knows that by helping each other, we're not like, we're helping ourselves be even better. I think that like it's important for sure.
Yeah, and that's amazing, because this is what we're trying to do as Pageant Land itself, is to be inclusive. This is why we also wanted to invite the Miss Universe Great Britain finalist on this week, because with only a week to go, I don't think many people have been aware of who's competing, who's not competing, and things like that. But we wanted to get behind you guys to show you guys that you do have a lot of support from us, and it's something that we wanted to show that as Pageant Land we can get behind you, all you girls, and wish you the best of luck on the finals, because with only 7 days to go, I think everyone needs that little boost in confidence to know that they've got people cheering them on, because I know now the voting lines are open. So for those who do want to vote, it's one way for people to know what you're about, what you stand for, and why you deserve to win, so that you can get more votes. Hopefully that we can do it that way and make our own little contribution towards Pageant Land this way. And I feel like Paula has given all of us in Pageant Land a little gift to be like, Merry Christmas, here's the winner.
Yeah, I think like it's so nice because obviously like this year has not been the best, and I think like having this competition is like, because it was delayed and there was uncertainty, I think it's like great for us as finalists to have the competition, but also it's great to know that we have like so much support behind us, and I really appreciate it, and I know all the other girls do as well.
Oh, thank you very, very much. It's been a pleasure having you on, and so sorry for all the technical difficulties at the start.
Definitely my fault. I'm going to work on my technology like things there. Thank you so much for your like time and like speaking to me, and I hope you have a great evening.
Thank you. You too. Good luck during this coming week for all your preparations. And I know you're working so long hours, but I hope that continues to go well and that you have a successful week. And good luck on the finals.
Thank you so much.
Thank
have a
you.
nice Christmas and New Year as well.
Happy Christmas. I hope to catch you before then, but happy holidays if we don't.
Brilliant. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.